So we discussed three controls, right, from vendor account group. So vendor account
Yeah.
group is controlling the vendor master record. So the first control was number range. So we can define the number range interval. And the second one is whether it is external number range or internal number range. And third one is the field selection control, right? So that is what we discussed, right, yesterday,
Mhm.
right? So any questions on these three?
Nothing so far.
Okay, so there is no okay, there is no issue, right? Okay, now let's see that next control was one time account. So what is the use of this one time account? So Shravan, you are there, right? Is it audible, Shravan? Shravan, are you there? Can you able to hear me, Shravan? Shravan, are you there? Okay, okay, okay,
I think
okay,
he has a problem with mine. So.
okay, okay. No problem. So let's see that one time account is nothing but like a, so there was some duplicate account group. This is the dummy account group which is creating for that in case if we have that non-regular suppliers. So what is the meaning of regular suppliers and non-regular suppliers? So who regularly we are buying the product from the one supplier that we call as a regular supplier. But non-regular supplier is nothing but like it's a, we randomly like it's emergency on spot we are planning to buy the product from the outside of the supplier. He is not my regular supplier, but as we have some demand of that product, we are planning to buy the product from that supplier. So he is not my regular vendor. So because let's see, we have the n number of suppliers in the market. So every supplier master data to create it is very difficult because if they are not my regular vendors, it is not necessary to maintain the entire all the address information, all the VAT registration number because he is not my regular vendor. So, but some cases what will happen, there was a chance if it is something which is emergency, if the regular vendor is not available to not sending the stock on time, maybe they don't have the stock or maybe we have the on demand stock and the regular supplier will be taking longer time to supply that goods. Okay, so suddenly if you want to buy the product, okay, so we'll be planning to buy the nearest or maybe emergency we are planning to buy the supplier who is not registered. Okay, so in that case we need that one dummy vendor code because when we creating the purchase orders, when we creating the any external purchase contracts or scheduling agreements, okay, generally we need the supplier code. So that supplier code is the having the information of the supplier, that complete address and VAT registration number and purchasing department, purchasing data and a company code data, right? But in this case, what will happen? Suddenly we are planning to buy the product, okay, and but that is the not registered vendor. That means he is not registered under the my company, but it is a needed to buy from that unregistered supplier. So in that case, what I can do, I can use this dummy supplier code and I will be updating in the PO the remaining address details and all we will be updating in the PO. So that code, okay, is the dummy code, okay, which is using for reference, and we are updating that address details everything manually in the PO level. Okay, only that address will be valid only for that PO. Again, when you creating the new PO, again you can use the same vendor code but different address you can use it. So code is just different but it is not having any valuable resource, valuable data, but address information it will be changed. Clear? Say, let's say example. Let's say one example. Like say. So in my company, I'm regularly purchasing that. Maybe I'm just regularly purchasing that some raw materials. Okay, like example, let's assume that I have dairy industry, so I'm just purchasing the milk regularly from the farmer, one of the farmer. So he is suddenly maybe he didn't have that milk, or maybe that day he is not able to supply. So to reduce the shortage, what I'm just planning to that, I'm just to go to nearest other supplier or other farmer. I'm just buying the milk time time being. Okay, so we have so many farmers, right? So every farmer details which is not needed because they are not my regular suppliers. So in that case, what I can do, I can use the dummy code. That code will tell you that this is the one-time vendor. Okay, it is only will be valid for this only at that time PO only. When you write that PO, only for valid to that PO. So that is called vendor or one-time account. Okay, so here when you creating the vendor account group, okay, whether this vendor account group is the one-time vendor account group or it is the regular vendor, domestic or import, or it may be service, or it may be something. Okay, so that can be controlled based on the vendor account group. So did you understand that? What is that vendor account group? So what is the one-time account?
Yeah.
Clear? Okay. So unregistered, he is not regular vendor, unregistered vendors we can use that. So how we can control this one-time vendor? So go to SAP system again, and what is the transaction code to vendor account group? What is the transaction code to vendor account group? OMSG. Okay. So I will go to OMSG. Okay. Wait for some time. It is connecting. Okay. So I'm just connecting that. Let's see. So OMSG is the transaction code. So I have created my own vendor account group. Okay, select this one, click on details, and you can see there is a one-time account. Okay, if you selected this one-time account, what will be happen? Whatever the vendor account, whatever the vendor master card which is created, the vendor number which is created by using this group with this checkbox, that is the one-time dummy vendor. So that vendor code we can use for the any vendor address which is not registered on the PO level. Okay, clear? So this is the checkbox here. So this is a one-time account. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The next one is vendor sub-range and plant level relevant. Vendor sub-range and plant level relevant. So what it is actually? Okay. So maybe this vendor, let's say, assume that the main vendor, okay, the main vendor supplying the goods from the different country. Maybe I'm just example. So in my India, the supplier who is supplying from the India country, and also he is supplying from the Oman or Dubai or something, which is from the other country. That means when we just ordering the product, okay, when we just ordering the product, it might be you can order to the Indian vendor or you can order to the Dubai vendor. Maybe he is the same vendor, supplier is the same, but they are supplying the goods from the different countries. So let's example. Okay, I have the Amazon, right? I have Amazon. So this Amazon we have in India, and as well we have in the US. Amazon US and Amazon India. So if you want to be ordered from the Amazon US, you can order from Amazon US also. Okay, when I can order Amazon India also, right? So when we are ordering from Amazon India, so the currency will be INR, right? And when I'm ordering from the Amazon US, his okay, the currency is dollars, right? So that means same vendor, he the Amazon is the same vendor, but he is having that deliveries from India, and he have the deliveries from US also. So when there is a two different, okay, when there is a two different countries, obviously the order currency will be different, okay, and other than this one, terms and conditions, payment terms, contact persons, other purchasing activities will be different, right? Is it correct? Is it correct or wrong? Obviously, right?
Yes.
Obviously, it is that.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, okay, how we can use the same vendor with a different order currency, or same vendor with different payment terms or incoterms, or it may be different purchasing data. How we can do that? So we can use the vendor sub-range. Okay, so we can define that from for main vendor we can define the multiple sub ranges, okay, based on the requirement. It is not only the order currency, it might be the different, like different locations, okay, different area, it may be different origins also, we can do that. So we can create that vendor sub range. So in that sub range we are just mentioning that if it is this sub range, then this is the purchasing data, different purchasing data, okay. And if it is a different purchasing sub range, then it is a different purchasing data is applied, okay. So like example, if incoterms, what is the meaning of incoterms? Anyone have the idea about this incoterms?
No.
No. Incoterms is the usually using for the transportation purpose, okay. If suppose the vendor he can give the free on board, that means he is supplying the goods to the our location without any cost, okay. Sometimes what will be happened, the vendor is saying that, okay, the delivery will be happen at the shipping point, but not at your location. It may be the country, it may be country border or something, their country border and all. From there you have to be take the that goods, or they will say that we will be delivering the product to your location, but there will be extra cost on the freight. And some vendors they will say that they will be providing the insurance, they will be providing that cost, everything for the delivery. So like in different quadrants, it's like relevant to the transportation related. Okay. Okay, clear? So, if this is the vendor different origins also, what will happen? It might be the terms of, the incoterms will be different. If it is a suppose he is from the Hyderabad supplier, okay. I have the branches like Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Delhi. Okay, so I'm good with that supplier, the quality of product, everything. I'm just planning to order the product from the same vendor, okay, to the Hyderabad and to the Bangalore and to the Delhi. So then supplier he is ready to supply the goods, but he said that if it is a Hyderabad location, then it is a free on board. There is no charges on that. But if it is Bangalore, then this is a different terms and incoterms conditions. And again, if it is Delhi, it is a different conditions. So in that case, what you can do, you can create different origins like different sub range, and you can maintain that. Clear? Is it clear? So
Yes.
any purchasing data. So that means when you creating the vendor master record, when you enter the purchasing organization data, only one purchasing organization data. That means only one purchasing data you are maintaining usually. But here what will happen? We have the multiple purchasing data based on the vendor sub range. Okay. So I will show you that how it will be like. And same it is plant level. Okay, plant level it's like a different I said right, origins like different plants, multiple plants when it is Okay, there will be multiple purchasing data information like purchasing in quote items, or it may be order currencies, or it may be sales persons are different, or it may be okay any other purchasing related activities, or it is different. So even plant level also, if it is, I have multiple plants, then plant relevant data also we can maintain. So for that, what you have to do, first you have to be select the check boxes. These two, that means I'm just activating that vendor sub-branch is relevant to this vendor account group. So whatever the vendors which is created by using this vendor account group, they are relevant to the vendor sub-branch, they are relevant to plant group. So even if it is not there also, no problem. But if it is there, you can activate that when a MasterCard level. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
So you can see indicator denoting the data can be stored for the vendor MasterCard at sub-branch level, not in the main vendor MasterCard level. At sub-branch level you can maintain. Okay, and here also you can see this one F1. If you click on F1, so indicator denoting the data is kept when MasterCard at plant level. Okay, each plant level what is the different purchasing data is maintaining. Okay, so if you maintain this one, what will be happen? If you go to the vendor MasterCard XK01, okay, and I'm just creating the any vendor MasterCard, I'm just planning to create. Suppose let's say okay, so I'm just maintaining that my whatever it is there, I'm just creating. Okay, so okay, so I'm just maintaining that the required information wherever it is required, I'm just entering that. Okay, so when I'm just maintaining here order currency, so here you can see that in the top level there is a vendor sub range. Okay, so you can click on here if you want to be maintained that. Okay, suppose I'm just putting that ND and I'm just putting that yes. Okay, or you can put SR1 SR2 sub ranges also. Okay, so I'm just putting that I'm just giving the example. Okay, so it depends on what you can maintain like. So I'm just maintaining that one is the sub range this, and the other one is this one. Okay, then you can maintain also multiple languages. If you want to maintain multiple languages also, you can maintain here. Okay, then once you enter this one, okay, you can click on here different data. Okay, first you have to create. Okay, and you have to use the vendor sub range here. So India, first India. Okay, then which plant it is, different plants. If you have any different plants, you can maintain TASH. Okay, TASH, right? We have just created. Okay, and we can also maintain for TASP. Okay, and what data you are planning to maintain, purchasing different purchasing data, different partner function data. Okay, so if I'm just selected purchasing data, okay, so TASH is not assigned to TAST purchase organization. Okay, so I'll just put that there is no TST, I think. Okay, we'll just remove first. So if you need to maintain, it should be assigned to the TST main purchase organization, it should be assigned. Okay, we'll do one thing, I will just assign first to go to here SPRO in enterprise structure and assignment. I'm just doing the material management and assign the TSH. Okay, and I'll go for purchasing plant level assignment. Yeah, I'll be maintaining that TASH to TAST. Okay, sorry, TST to TSH. And again TST to TASP. Just assigning here. Okay, now let's go back here and go to reference data. Okay, then enter that the vendor subrange for I am just maintaining the for India. Okay, so for the plant TSP, and I'm just planning to maintain for TSP. Same. Okay, now I'm just maintaining TSP, right? So you can see here the plant information it is coming. Now I'm just putting here. This is I'm just create a subrange ANR, and I can put that terms and conditions, maybe payment immediately or whatever you need, and you can also maintain that Incoterms like okay, free on cost, free on board. You can put like whatever it is required. We can put free on board. Okay, so you can maintain like that. Okay, so it will be like you can maintain. So if you want to maintain partner function also, you can maintain here. Okay, we'll discuss what is the partner function next. Okay, now I have maintained for different data for India. Okay, now I'll be creating for one more, which is like which is for same US subrange, and for TASH, TSB. Okay, I'm just going. Now I'm doing that for both. I will show you for both. One is plant level, this different plants. Okay, so now it is going to the TASP. Okay, so this is US. I'm just pending that USD and US currency, and I can maintain different payment terms, and you can maintain that. Okay, it like insurance, freight insurance. Okay, I'm just putting that freight insurance. It is an insurance. Okay, it is from the our company. Okay, they have to be charged for that extra. Minimum order quantity should be like for $1,000 or $10,000. Okay, so when I'm just talking about it is a different currency. Okay, okay, so I'll have to be maintained whatever it is there. Okay, here I'll just put that maybe freight cost. Okay, freight and cost and insurance. Freight and cost and insurance. Okay, so like you can maintain, and same thing which is like you can maintain for other also. Okay, so other also you can maintain. So like whatever you want to maintain, you can maintain that information, and okay, and you can go back, okay, and save. So now see that what will be happen here. If I go to display XK03, if I go to purchasing data, okay, so you have the two different data. So India is separate, and again US will be different here. So again you can see the vendor subrange and select that US and see that vendor subrange languages also here. Okay, so like you can see all the information from here. So at different country subrange level you can maintain. Okay, and again you can maintain at a different plant level. Purchasing value you can see here. Clear?
Yes.
So like you can maintain that same vendor, this is the same vendor, again different subranges, again on the different subranges, again different plans I have maintained separate. Clear? Any questions? So like you can maintain that how you want to be go ahead, and you can maintain that, you can plan. Okay, you can go to change also, you can select here. Okay, you can click on here, see that information. Okay, when the subrange, when it is created, who created, and what it is created, you can see here. Okay, clear? Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, so here in the top you can see that administrative data and any languages data, and you can do company code data information. Okay, any changes happen, according field changes happen. Okay, any information which is needed, it will be there. So this is the way we can maintain that. Okay, vendor subrange for vendor master record. A different plant level we can maintain. Okay, so this is the one. This is one control. Now the last control is partner functions. Partner functions. What is the partner functions? So this is a something different topic. Okay, little bit you need to be understood, because we already discussed this one, partner function. Okay, so let's see. So as we discussed that the person who can, let's say, I'm just designing one diagram. Okay, so I have that. Okay, so now see, let's say I have a main vendor. Okay, we just already discussed this one. Okay, so main vendor is there. So main vendor. So this main vendor have the partners, multiple partners will be there. Who will be that partners? Like they can be have the goods supplier separately. Okay, goods supplier. Okay, and they have the invoicing presented by. That means he will be generating, someone is generating invoice. Okay, and they have that they have that pay. They can they are um, receiving the payments. Okay, payment received by. Okay, and ordering received by ordering address. Okay, so there are multiple partners will be there. So he is the main partner. Okay, he have that. Okay, goods supplier separate partner, and ordering address will be a separate partner, pay is a separate partner, invoice presented by is a separate partner. So what is the example? If suppose I have that, okay, Flipkart, okay, or Amazon. So they have received some order, so they are supplying the goods. They are supplying, who supplying the goods here? The Flipkart is not supplying directly to customer. Who's supplying? Suppose I have some I got some Apple Apple Watch order. So that means the Apple showroom, they are supplying these goods to the Apple dealer or maybe Apple supplier. Okay, they are supplying the goods to the customer. So the Flipkart is not supplying the goods to the customer. The Apple showroom or Apple dealer or okay, the person who is delivering to the customer. So it means the goods supplier is Apple. Goods supplier is Apple company. Okay. Okay. That means you can say we have some iPlanet something, right? Planet brand, right? So they will be supplying. Then who will be the receiving the order? Who will be the receiving the order here?
Customer was
Who?
ordered.
Flipkart only, right? The customer is ordered to the Flipkart. So in this case, might be the same. The order received. Who order received? Ordering address is order received by uh, Flipkart only, right? Because he received order. Might be, suppose let's say order received someone like the third party, like okay. So in that case, maybe vendor A will be the receiving the vendor A will be receiving the order from the uh, our company. Okay, but main vendor is that taking care about that all these controls. But order will be received by vendor A, and goods supplied by vendor B, and invoice generated by some third party like vendor C. So like they have that they might be have the uh, multiple partners. Okay, and payment will be received by someone. Okay, so 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 it is not needed, but some cases what will happen, they have the partners. So they have might be have the separate uh, good supplier partner. They have the separate ordering address. Okay, so they might be. So sometimes it will be the same, or sometimes it will be the different. Okay, so in that case, the Flipkart is the main vendor. He have the partners, Apple Planet, iPlanet, and vendor A, vendor B, and vendor C, and all they are partners. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in that case, how we know that whether he is a partner or not partner? It depends on the your configuration. Okay, so when you are creating the vendor master record, okay, the system will be checking that who is checking that whether he have the separate partners. Okay, if he have the separate partners, and that partner is maintained or not, that will be maintained. Okay, so let's see, I'm just creating the vendor master card, or I'll be going to the xk02 which I created just now, right? I'm just going to xk02. I'll be going to partner function here. Okay, I'll just going to partner function. In case, see, here the partners is there. Okay, this is a partner function. So here partners are there. We have the multiple partners. Vn is the main vendor. Vn is the main vendor. Then here they don't have, but okay, I have to be do the configuration properly. So let's go to OMSG. Okay, and it is locked somewhere. It is already open. Okay, here it is open already. So I'm just going to again OMSG. Okay, and I'm just going to my vendor account group and select this one, click on details. Here if you can see that there is a partner schemas is there. Okay, so this partner schemas controlling that the partner functions. So that means for this account group, by using this account group, when you planning to create a vendor, whether that is having the assignments of partner functions, like it should be whether this vendors having the can be allowed to these partners, multiple partners. Okay, so if suppose let's say if it is a domestic suppliers, so we just strictly restricted that they don't have any other partners, or maybe they have the partners only, maybe only for transportation, not for other. So like if there is any restriction you need, you can do partner schema level. So how you can do partner schema level, the configuration, it is the one of the process that is called partner determination. That is called separate process, it is called partner determination. Okay, so in this partner determination, what will be configuring here? So we are defining that what are the partner functions which is required. Okay, and what are the partner functions are allowing to the to this vendor account group. Okay, and partner functions, which partner is mandatory to maintain or optional. Okay, which partner is mandatory to maintain in the vendor master record. So that these three controls are the very important to maintain the vendor partner functions. Okay, so if you need to work with partner functions, okay, you must be configure this partner determination. This is separate procedure. I'll just give you on overview, but we will in future we will discuss deeply. Okay, so let's see this partner schema, right? So partner schemas where they will define. Okay, let's go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and go to material management and go to purchasing. Okay, and you can see here there is a partner determination. Okay, there is a partner determination, it is there. Here first you have to define the partner roles of, that means partner function you have to define. So we have standard partner roles. Okay, we have VN, the vendor, main vendor, and we have ordering address, OA is the ordering address, we have standard one. Okay, we have GS, goods supplier, we have, okay, we have payee, we have payer, we have, okay, we have that freight related, okay, freight agent, that we have forwarding agent and freight agent. Okay, so like we have standard already, SAP provided some standard. So wherever there is a LI, if you can see here, there is a type of partner number. So wherever there is a LI, it is relevant to the vendor master card. Wherever there is a relevant to KU, it is relevant to the customer. So even customer have the partners. Okay, but we are talking only vendor master card. So wherever it is LI, all LI related is vendor related partners. Okay, so you can go here, print, and just go to here and just filtering this. Okay, and just filtering, put the LI. So these are the all which is relevant to the our vendor partner functions. Okay, you can use any of the partners. It should be assigned to the our partner schema. So that we'll discuss now. Okay, so this partner. Okay, now this partners is the again the language dependent. It is the normal, which English language, or it may be, okay, how you want to maintain that languages you can maintain. It's not needed here. Now at account group level, okay, what is the partners is allowing. So if see that VN is maintain my partner. group, sorry, that my vendor account group. Let's see. So VN is not maintained here. Okay, so VN is not maintained. So what I can do, I can maintain that VN is required for me, right? VN is required for me. I'm just putting that for my account group. So that means when I'm just using that, this VN vendor partner function I can use when I'm creating vendor master card by using this group. Okay, so like I'm just going to ordering address. I'm also planning to do. Then I'm just entering that, enter, double click on that. Again, goods supplier, I can put that, and I can allow. Again, payer, I can allow. I can allow. Okay, like your forwarding agent, I can allow. Like I can maintain that. What are the partners which is required for your vendor account group? You can allow here. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now after that you have to set up for vendor master card. Okay, so as of now we just allowing to that account groups and all. Now we have to create the one procedure. In that procedure, what are the partners will be there? That means like if it is domestic partners schema group, then only it will be allowed only 2 to 3 partners. Suppose let's say my client requirement is if it is domestic having only 2 to 3 partners. If it is a service have 4 to 5 partners. Okay, so how your company wants to be designed that, you can design that. So I can also design the partner schema. First you have to create a partner schema. Okay, any partner schema you can create. So what I'm just doing it, I'm just creating that. Okay, maybe I'm just creating that, just TAS partner schema for maybe I can put that TAS my group or something which I can put. Okay, then save and put here, and what are the partner functions is this procedure. You have to be add your partner functions here. So I'm just putting that VN is required. Okay, VN is required, ordering address is required. Okay, and goods supplier is required. Okay, then I am just planning to that goods supplier, forwarding agent is required. Okay, payer is required. Okay, so I'm just putting that payer is required. I'm just putting all these functions should be allowed for this partner schema. Okay, again this partner schema, whether it is mandatory or if you are putting mandatory, and if you are putting no change, then when you creating the PO, they cannot allow to change the disordering address vendor, or they are not allowing to change the goods supplier if you are putting this checkbox. If you are not putting this checkbox, then still system will be allowing to change the partner vendor when you creating the PO. Okay, clear? So okay, so this is about no, we cannot allow. Okay, no issue. So I will put something which is you can use any other. What I can do use here. Okay, some I am just putting some which is not relevant here. I'll just put some career. Okay, I'll just put some career. Okay, just putting career is different. Okay, so then save. So if you're putting this mandatory and no change, okay, that means what when you're creating the vendor master card and created after that, you cannot change this one. Okay, if you're not putting this one, then you can still change. After even you create a vendor master card, you can change. If you put mandatory without entering this information or without entering this for vendor information, system will not allow to create a vendor master card. So I'll do one thing. I'll just put the goods supplier is mandatory. You will be understanding that what will be. Okay. Now I have created my own partner schema. Okay. but still I have not assigned to my vendor account group. I just created only, but this is not my vendor account group. This is just I created one procedure. So now to allow this one, what you have to do? You have to assign to your vendor account group. So what is my vendor account group here? ZTAS is my vendor account group. So here I am, you can see that this is the which we got, right? OMSG. When you are checking that OMSG, it is showing this one, right? So you can change here what partner schema you want to be changed. So again here also at purchasing organization level, again vendor sub-range level, at plant level, you can check here. Okay. So this is the purchasing organization data level first initially, and if you have activated vendor sub-range level, you can maintain at vendor sub-range level. If you have maintained different plant relevant data, you can maintain at level also plant relevant data. Okay, clear? So you can create multiple partner schemas at different levels. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So, so if you can see here, first I have defined the partner roles or partner function. It may be partner roles or partner function, whatever it may be. What I have created, VN I have created. Okay, ordering address I have created. Goods supplier I have created. Okay, forwarding agent I have created, like that. I have created partner function, partner roles. Then allowing to the vendor account group. So this partner roles is assigned to that my vendor account group, which is assigned to ZTS. Then what I did, I have created a partner schema, which is my own procedure. Schema is nothing but like its procedure. Okay, there is nothing different for partner procedure. In this partner procedures, I am just allowing that what are the partners. Okay, the partner roles to allow. Okay, with if you need to mandatory, you can put mandatory or no change. That you can do the no change. Then this partner schema we are assigned to our vendor account group. Okay, so here based on this vendor account group partner schema assignment, okay, it is controlling that what partners roles should be allowed and what partners are mandatory or no change and all, it will be displayed. Clear? Is it clear? So now I change it, right? If I go to OMSG /OMSG, okay, I can go to here the position and see that my vendor account group. I'm just selecting this, click on details. Then I can see that this partner schema for purchasing organization was changed because I have updated that. Right? This is my own partner schema, right? Right or wrong? Right? Because I didn't change for sub range, I changed only for purchasing organization data. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
Okay, now how it will works, if I go to creation of the any vendor master record. Okay, I'm just planning to create that vendor master record. So test vendor, I'm just putting test vendor for partners testing. Okay, I'm just putting to understand. I'm just putting some other details and all. Okay, and I'm just putting all this information which is required. Then other information wherever it is required mandatory fill, I'm just filling. Okay, now when I'm just maintaining here the order currency and payment terms and encode terms or whatever it is required, we can maintain. Then if I go to the next screen, it will go to partners functions. See here, it is coming defaultly when goods supplier is the mandatory, because I just put that goods supplier is mandatory. Others are optional, so that's why it is not displaying. But still, if you want to maintain, you can maintain order address, you can maintain vendor, you can maintain forwarding, what you can maintain carrier, all these things you can maintain. Okay. Okay, suppose let's say example I'm maintaining that ordering address, okay, or I'm maintaining that some what I can maintain forwarding agent. Okay, let's say I'm just maintaining some forwarding agent and something which I'm maintaining ordering address. Okay, so suppose this forwarding agent is something like we just create, just now we created, right? What are vendors we created? So this is the one vendor it is there. I'm just assigning this vendor to the has a my forwarding agent. Okay, you can maintain some other like you can maintain some other which is like some other vendor number which is a has a ordering address. Okay, so ordering address not allowed for vendor group. Okay, this is a different vendor account group. So I'll just I'll try to 299 any other vendors which is created by using this vendor account group. So what I can do, I'll just search the, this is the way we can search also. Okay, I'm just searching based on the vendor account group, or can maintain based on the purchasing data also. So in TST these two are created, right? So I'll just put that this one. So now I'm just mentioning that ordering address is this one and forwarding agent is this one, and goods supplier if you maintain like interval, whatever it is creating same it will be updated as a goods supplier. Or if you want to be still change, okay, if you still want to be changed, then you can change here. Okay, then I'm saving here. Okay, now if you go to here display, okay, I'm just going to partner functions. You can see here in the partner function ordering address is updated has we maintained, and forwarding agent which is updated has we maintained, and for goods supplier is maintained has internal, that is the same number which is created. Okay, so what will be happen when I am creating the purchase order, the system will be sending the purchase orders to this supplier and receiving the stock from this supplier, and the freight forwarding agent it will be work from this supplier. Okay, so that means when you are receiving the goods, the system will be display you are receiving this from this supplier. When you are sending this PO to the supplier, it will be show you that this supplier information, they will get that this information. So like multiple partners, the main vendor is the different, or the partners are different, even it is the same or it is different. Okay, so what else we can maintain here? What else we can maintain still? We can maintain VN also. VN is the main vendor. If you want to maintain main vendor, you can maintain the main vendor also. Okay, clear? Is it clear? So like you can maintain a multiple partners. These partners will be controlling when you are doing the operations like purchase orders, goods invoice generated, and goods received. At that case it will be work. Is it clear? Any questions? So if you see that what are the controls for vendor account group? Vendor account groups controls to the vendor master record on the these 6 parameters. One parameter is number range, external or internal number range, field selection, one-time account, vendor sub-range or plant relevant data. So you can consider this vendor sub-range is separate and plant relevant also separate, or you can consider one, and the partner function. So partner functions, how it will work? It will be work based on a partner determination. Okay, so this is completely different topic, partner determination. So clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
So this is the partner also. What we have created here, all these partner roles. So this is the partner functions. So how to create the partners? Sorry. You already know about the partners, right? So now in the vendor master record, the transaction codes. Vendor master record, if it is a EC system, I'm just discussing about that EC system now. Okay, so if you are practicing, you have to practice in the EC system, this one. Okay, so the transaction code XK01 is, which we already discussed, centrally created vendor master record. That means purchasing data you can create, organization data you can create, and company code data also you can create, and basic information also you can, general information also you can create. So you can put general also, general data information also you can create. Okay, and If it is a MK01, so again here XK01, XK02, XK03 is common. Okay, the transaction code change and display. And MK01 again, MK02, MK03 is common. This will be,
Purchasing.
this is for purchasing organization data, only purchasing organization, and it will also be added
General data.
general data also. General data. Okay, so and if it go to FK01, FK02 and FK03, this is company code and general data. Okay, so why it is needed? Because if usually in the when real time, this FK01, FK03, FK01 will be taken care by financial team, because they only knows the bank information, they only knows the financial all related information which is required, and this MK01, MK02 will be taken care by purchasing team, material management team. Okay, and the central, it's like if suppose they are considering that XK01 is a centrally only the person who is taking care about MM and FI, they can create directly using the XK01, XK02. So this is the authorization related. And other than this, the transaction code which is 06. What is the 06? Flag for deletion, right?
Flag for deletion.
So you can add something XK06, MK06, FK06. Okay, I'm just putting the 06. Okay, and the mass is transaction code to mass update of master data, Rubana master record or material master record. Okay, and 04 display changes, right? Display changes. So, and you can see that if I go to XK04, it will show you the display changes and the account changes, whatever the changes which is happened. Okay, if I just go to here, there is the one that this is the purchasing organization that was changed. Okay, so like it will be updated, that information of what it is changed here, it will display all changes. If you want to see all the changes, you can see partner functions was updated. Okay, and if we go to XK06, this will be a flag for deletion. So you can do at all the areas like purchasing organization company code level, or if you want to do only for general data level, or only for the selected company codes only, or selected purchasing organization, that you can do. So that means this supplier don't need to be used for this purchasing organization, or don't use for this company code furtherly. So then you can flag for deletion, we can update. Okay, and we have the XK99, this transaction code which is for mass maintenance. So other than this mass transaction code, we have XK99 also. Okay, clear? Yes, sir. And what we have XK04 and other details. So if you want to go here in the part logistical general and material management, okay, and purchasing and master data, and you can see here vendor master record related, all vendor master record related, you can see here XK99, MK01, central XK01. Okay, and you can see list of displays. So you can see the report also, how to, if you want to see the report also, you can see. You want to block, you can block also. Instead of if you want to do flag for deletion, you can also block the supplier. Okay, that is MK05. If you want to change the account group, you can change the vendor account group. So which we are discussing, right? Material management, how we change the vendor account group. Here also you can change the vendor account group. What you want to be changed the vendor account group. Before that it is like ZTAS group. Now if you want to be changed some other vendor account group. So mistakenly I have created he is the domestic vendor, but later we just thought that he is not a domestic vendor, he is a service vendor. Then you can change that. Okay, but again when you change that, it should be something needs to be mapped. Okay, so if I'm, let's say example, I'm just changing to this one. Okay, So it will tell you that okay, partner functions are not matching. Some parameters should be matched because maybe the vendor account group which we had defined having the some partners functions, and again new account group have the some different partners. So those should be matched. Then only you can change the vendor account group. And if you want to be blocked at XK05, MK05, so you can block for all company code level, or it may be only for purchasing organization level, all specific purchase organization or specific company code level that you can do that. You can maintain that what is the block function. It is like you don't want to be create purchase orders, you don't want to be create quotation, you don't want to be create RFQ, source determination and all, you can do that. So this is the vendor master record in EC system. Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss for business partners how to create in the S4HANA. Same vendor master record, but it is different in the again in BP in S4HANA. Okay, clear?